Well, hello everybody and welcome. We're living full time in our motorhome and have been since, well, for about just over 2 years now. We started off with the caravan and now we're in this auto trail Comanche. And one of the things that we do have is refillable gas bottles. And they're made and supplied by Gasit, and you might be interested to know how much gas we actually use. Now it's been difficult to try and assess what we use, because you need to sort of take note, and then how many days and how long it lasts, and whether you're in it permanently, whether you're off grid permanently. But recently we've been traveling around on various auto trail rallies, and we've had the chance, because we ran out of gas earlier this month, or very late last month. So we were pretty much both gauges on the gas tanks were reading empty. We still had a little bit of gas in one of them, because we were still able to sort of boil the kettle and cook food on the night before we went to fill up, and that just happened to be the fill up happened to be on the 1st of June. So and we've been off grid, that is not plugged into electric hookup for a good while, and certainly since then. And we've been travelling around, remaining sort of static on a rally and then travelling to the next one. So anywhere between an hour and 3 hours driving between rallies. So pretty much the fridge has been permanently on the gas since then. Plus we've boiled kettles in the morning, during the day for making tea and coffee, and we've been doing cooking on the gas rings there. We haven't, strangely enough, used the barbecue, which has sort of an external barbecue point which runs off the same gas cylinders, but we filled up the gas on the morning of the 1st of June. We have two 11 kilogram gas cylinders, and they are filled from an external fill-up point via LPG at a petrol filling station. And well, we filled up with LPG at the Morrison's supermarket in Coventry, and the cost per litre was 53.7 or 53.8, so nearly 54 pence per litre, which I thought was pretty cheap actually. But all up, the two 11 kilo tanks cost £19.57 to fill up. So we just filled it until it stopped. Couldn't get any more in because it's got an auto stop on it. So £19.57. Now I have checked today, it's the 10th of June today. As I say, the fridge and the cooking and all that has been running, no barbecues, but we've used about a half a tank, so about 5 kilos of gas. Now I reckon that's about £5 worth, so it's working out currently to about 50 pence a day for to run the fridge and the cooking, which I think is okay, because there's nothing else much we have to pay for. So, and it's been pretty cheap. The last the last couple of rallies we've been on have been sort of 40 or 50 pounds for 4 or 5 nights. So it's been really good, and a pretty good sort of lifestyle out in the sunshine and so on. So I'm pretty happy with the gas usage and being able to keep an eye on it. I think when we're pitched up now on a site. We're on a grass pitch with no electric, so we're off grid again. And I think we're here for about 10 days. So I'm sort of expecting that maybe the gas cylinder, one gas cylinder, will be close to empty. But we've got a duo control, so both gas cylinders are connected up, and they run through a sort of switch arrangement, a gas valve, where you can set it to take the gas from one tank or from the other tank, or you can set it in the middle to take it sort of equally from both tanks. Now I've got it set over onto one tank, so that I know when that's empty I'll switch over, and then I can go and refill next time we're on the road, which should cost me, maybe 10 or 12 pounds, depending on the cost per litre. Now, we'll say that Morrison's LPG seemed a bit cheap, 54 pence a litre, because previously I've been paying 67 pence a litre. So there we are. I've got the receipt. Got the receipt here. Let's see. The total was £19.57. And I paid 20% VAT on that. Let's see. 53.7 per litre, and I got 36.44 litres. So I think that's what it says. 36 litres times 54. Yeah. So that's what it was. So I expect it to be a bit more than that, and next time we fill up. But I don't really want to be in a position where we've actually run out of gas, because it was a bit of a panic. We thought, if we're off grid and you run out of gas, the fridge just doesn't work. You can't switch it onto battery because it's a sort of 3 power source fridge freezer that'll run on electric hookup, so 240 volt. It'll run on gas, and it will run on 12 volt if the engine is running. So while you're driving along, the gas switches off and the engine powered electricity 12 volt kicks in. When you plug it into electric hookup, the gas switches off and it goes on to 240 volt operation. So quite a clever arrangement, quite nice. But we've not been plugging into hookup for a good while. So there we are. That's just a bit of an update, because I know people have been asking, well, what does it really cost to live full time in your motorhome? And I think Stella from the Swannies Down Under actually was asking exactly how much do we spend every week on living costs, and I've not been able to answer that exactly, because we've really not been keeping a good track of that. But I think looking at the gas is the start of that, sort of tracking our real costs. And previously, we've been working at a campsite where we've sort of been had, with the job we get a pitch, electricity, water, fill up, emptying, and so on, all provided with as part of the job. So we're now starting to look at exactly what it costs, and see what we can do, and see how much advice we can give to you, because we are looking at real hard look at where we can save money, and where the best places are to stay. Some of the places around are really good, but they can be a bit more expensive. Some of the places are not so good, but they're very cheap. So, you know, it's good to always get a balance on that. You know, one of the pub stopovers we did recently, it was a free pub stopover. You know, we popped into the pub, spent about £5, and we were able to stay there for the night for free. But it was on such a slope, I wouldn't recommend anybody go there. Other places that we've seen, and there's an app called Park for Night. You can, you know, view places on there that are maybe €5 or €6 a night, so, you know, maybe £5, where they have water fill up, toilet emptying, you know, grey waste emptying, and so on. And potentially you could pay extra for electric hookup if you wanted to do that. But we are now sort of getting really used to the off-grid thing, and really liking it. You know, not having to rely on mains grid electricity is a really good thing, I think, because, you know, our sort of electricity usage is provided by the sun through our solar panel, which essentially is free. But there you are. But that's enough about all that. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed hearing about our journeys and the sort of cost that it's taken up, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. There's more stuff coming this week. We have got all of that electricity inverter work coming up. I'm about to pick up all the cables and all the extra power outlets, so we're going to video all of that. But that's coming in the next week or so. Anyway, I'm going to leave it for there. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.